Hi everyone. I hope that you're doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm so grateful that you're listening, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate the support. In this one, I wanted to do a video about how INFJs hate promoting themselves or marketing themselves or talking about their accomplishments. Just basically, we are terrible at being the kind of person who brags or talks about what they're doing with their life. One of my friends, who's also an INFJ, so she can see my quirks quite clearly, she calls me the secret prolific writer because she's always like, well, you write a lot and you have a lot of books, but most people have no idea that you've written. And it's quite common where, I'll sometimes randomly share a link of a book with someone because I think that it would be something they'd be interested in. And they would always be like, what? You're a writer? And I'm like, yeah, I write. I got loads of books on Amazon. I have like 24 books or something like that on Amazon. They're like, what? I've known you for so long and I had no idea that you wrote. And I'm like, oh shoot, that's obviously not a good sign because I'm not talking about one of the most important things to me, which is writing. I love doing these videos, and of course, I do market these sometimes, and people know that I do videos. Like, for some reason, more people know that I do videos than they know that I'm a writer, which is actually a terrible thing for me because I love my writing more than I love doing videos. Well, yeah, I think I do actually. Maybe they're at the same level, but the fact that I love them so much, love them both so much, and people only know about the fact that I'm a video creator but not a writer is a serious cognitive dissonance or a dissonance somewhere, right? It's obviously not right. So obviously, my friend was like, well, I'm challenging you to start marketing your books a little bit more. I'm challenging you to talk about your writing a little bit more. And I have this platform, and I know a lot of you listen to me because of my INFJ content, but I'm hoping that you'll give me a little bit of leeway and let me talk about the novels that I love to write, the writing that I love so much, and that aspect of myself as well. So again, I wanted to give you a little spiel because I wanted you to know that this is not something that is just you. Every INFJ on the planet has an issue, especially me, with marketing themselves, with promoting themselves, basically, with telling people what they're doing. It's not even like I'm going up to people and saying, look at me, I'm a great writer, and oh my God, if you haven't read my books, you're a fool, right? I'm not going up and saying these things to people. I'm not being overly congratulatory or overly self-congratulatory, or I'm not bragging really. The basic essence of it is that I'm not even going up to people and telling them that I love to write and I think I'm a reasonably good writer and that I want to write till the end of eternity until I die, and I want to write hundreds of books as much as possible, and I want to share these books with people, and I want people to read them and be changed by them, be transformed by them, be improved by them somehow, right? Just like I have had that experience with so many beautiful books in my life. I read a book, and instantaneously, if it's a good one and it really speaks to my heart and resonates with me, I've done videos where I'm sitting there or standing there thinking, I can't believe I read this amazing book. I feel transformed. I feel like a completely different person. I wish I could keep this moment, this feeling in my heart. Like I wish I could just store it in a bottle and just and sniff at it every few seconds or every few days, just so I can keep going back to that feeling of amazingness and transformation and joy, right? It's a sense of joy and beauty that you get from reading a book, and you're just transformed by it. I know I keep on using that word, but that's literally it, because that individual, that author, might be long dead, but they've touched you in a way where it's undescribable, right? I don't think there's anything in the world like that, not even doing drugs or I don't know anything else that compares to it, for me at least, in my opinion. Of course, I mean, there's people who disagree with me, but for me, reading a great book is paramount to enlightenment, to getting that beautiful nirvana, to touching it at least, to being in contact with it for a few seconds, or to being in bliss, right? Now, of course, I'm not saying that my books are at that level yet, but I want people to read my books and be transformed by it. I want to get to a point where people are reading my books and saying, wow, I feel like this is really powerful, and I feel different because of it. And I feel that I want to do that more and more so every single day. And that's one of the reasons why I have such a strict schedule for myself and why I write so much, why I am so prolific, is not because I am doing it for myself. I mean, I am doing it for myself. I love writing, but I also have this vision in my mind where someone in the future will be sitting there reading my book, and all of a sudden they are jumping up for joy and feeling that heart opening, and they're just feeling that immense bliss or joy because they read my book. Just like I feel, as I said, when I read certain people's books and I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. I want to cry and I want to laugh at the same time, and I want to jump up and down and I want to dance through the streets and I want to yell from the rooftops because this book is so good, right? You know, I'm sure you've had this feeling. If not for a book, then for a dance movement or for a TV show or a movie or something, you know, where you're just like, wow, this is, or an opera, you know, you're just sitting there thinking, they have tears in your eyes and your heart, and you feel, wow, this is just the most powerful thing I've ever seen, read, heard, blah, 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 right? And so, again, as I said, this is one of the reasons why I love to write and I love to talk about my writing with anyone who will listen. But I don't talk about it with you guys enough because, as I said, INFJs have a problem with marketing themselves. They have a problem with promoting themselves. And I would be a huge hypocrite if I was going to create a video saying, oh, right, INFJs are terrible at promoting. Go and promote yourself. Go talk about yourself now. Again, talk about yourself. Don't brag about yourself because that's not possible for us anyways. I'm not saying go and be in people's faces about it, of course, because that's not possible for us either. But go talk about your stuff. If you are building a beautiful little thing, whatever that thing might be, talk to people about it because people want to know about you. They want to know what you're doing. And if they don't, then don't share it with that person again. But there are other people out there who might be interested as well, right? I mean, who knows who might be interested in talking to you about your obsessions and your interests and that little beautiful thing that you're creating. So this is my spiel for my book that I'm writing right now. I'm going to promote myself. And if you want to switch the video off and not listen to the promotion, obviously you're more than welcome to. But I wanted to speak to you about the latest book that I'm writing, that I have written, that I've actually already published, that I'm in the process of creating an audiobook for, which I'm so excited about. And it's about how to write. Now, it's funny and ironic, but INFJs are great writers, and I'm going to do a video on this in the future, but we don't write. Yeah, we're good at writing, but we don't write. I don't know why. I mean, there's lots of reasons. I don't know what your reason is particularly, but I'm sure you have this glitch in your system where you're like, I really want to write. I think I'm a great writer. When I write text messages or comments on posts, I'm brilliant, and the arguments that I can weave are absolutely impervious and all of that. But when it comes down to writing a book or a novel or something that I really want to write, I'm at a loss. I can't do it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to start. I don't know how to keep on going. I might start, but then I stutter very quickly and I stop. Or I start, but then I hate what I'm writing and I throw it out and I never start again. Or it takes me months to get started again. And there's lots of different things that we go through. I've been through all of this myself. So I'm just saying that I've been through all of these things, these roadblocks that we have as writers, because we start and we stop, or we start and we stop after a long time, at the end almost. Sometimes I've done this where I'm almost at the end of the novel and I'll just stop writing and I'm like, all right, I'm done with this novel. I'm like, but there's only maybe a chapter left. Why am I stopping now? So there's a lot of blocks, writer's blocks you want to call it, INFJ blocks you want to call it, whatever they are, perfectionist blocks. I am sure a lot of them are as well. And so I decided, okay, I've kind of beaten a lot of these blocks because I'm able to write every single day. And despite the fact that a lot of my writing is not that great, and I get a lot of negative reviews for it sometimes from people who are like, this is absolute bollocks. I love that word, bollocks, by the way. Even then, I have kept on writing and I keep my head strong, and I don't get deterred by it anymore. And so because of that, because I have that kind of toolbox or toolkit in my repertoire, and I've been able to keep writing for 4 years straight without a break. I write every single day 1,000 words, and I've been writing every single day 1,000 words for 4 years now almost. I think I started November 2016. I started writing every single day 1,000 words, and I haven't, maybe I've skipped maybe 1 or 2 days here or there, maybe I think a total of 10 or 15 days in total out of all the 4-ish years. And so I keep on going, and I don't see anything that is going to stop me in the future unless I die or something related to my, mental capacities. But in general, I have been able to go for a long time, and so I know I have certain tools and tips and tricks that I have in my toolbox, as I said. So I decided, let me write a book about it. Let me write a book about writing and how to write every single day, how to get over yourself and then write every single day without failing, without faltering, without wanting to kill yourself, without hating yourself, and all of that, right? So the book is obviously called the same thing, How to Get Over Yourself and Write Every Single Day. It's on Amazon, and as I said, the audiobook is coming soon, and so you can go and check it out on Amazon. The link is going to be in the description below, and I hope that you will take the chance to look at it, especially if you're a writer who doesn't write. As I said, I'll do another video on that and why I think we don't write. Of course, as I said, perfectionism has a lot to do with it. But if you are interested, please do go check the book out and get it and then use it in order to write every single day and get over yourself. Get over yourself and write, because the world needs your words. Not only does the world need your words, but you yourself need to write in order to feel at the epitome of your own self-perfection. I hope this makes sense. Thank you so much for listening, for watching, for being on my channel. I really appreciate it. And I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.